So the bad part of us doing body work on a customer's vehicle, we tend to treat it like it's ours. So what do I mean by that? Well, we just went over this entire vehicle with an LED drop light and a pencil. What does that mean? Well, let's take a look here. You see all these circles? These are blemishes we found. Now we've looked at them at several different angles, holes, dents, dings, and everything. Little crack here, you can see we marked all of them. These are things you could not see with the naked eye, especially with this thing being multicolored. Same with the tailgate and bed. As you can see, I've already been started knocking out these dents and dings and cracks and holes and stuff you just don't see. The rash, like the thick, deep rust that you don't see till you start going at it. I mean, this thing was black primer, red oxide primer, and gray primer. It was hard to just look at it and see this stuff. Now I've already started going across all this stuff and fixing everything. Now, after that's done, we will spot prime these. Now I know you're like, oh, you don't spot prime anything. But we're going to spot prime them for the reason of it all has to be blocked again. What do I mean by that? If you can hear the sound difference. You hear how smooth that sounds compared to rough? Smooth. We're going to 180 block sand this entire truck again. Now remember, we didn't charge a lot for this. Know the guy, like the guy. We built this truck originally. But we start getting into the zone where we're like, it's ours. So this thing has to be perfect. Like, I don't even think there's body shops around my area that go to this length with a drop light and pencils and dings and dents and all that stuff. The stuff you would be really, really hard to see when it's going to be blue. What color blue? Well, if I had to guess, it's called marina blue, so it's going to be about this blue right here. Maybe even lighter than that. It could be, let me think here, marina blue. Up here. You see that color right there? That's probably close to marina blue. Just your standard blue color. I can't find anything else that's like that. But it's really, really light. And what does that mean? It hides a lot. If this truck was white, you could probably paint it right now and you would never see it. You wanted this truck black? We'd have to work on it for another 6 months. But we ain't actually had this 6 months. We've had it, today starts the 3rd week. So, I mean, we've done a lot, but there's still a ton of body work to go. Now, I know you're like, why didn't you take the fenders or the step rails off? Well, when we build our trucks, we actually weld our fenders onto the frame. I know. Everybody's like, I wouldn't do that. We do. It's easy that way. And it's also better to hold weight, you know, instead of sitting there and drilling through your frame, brake lines, blah, blah, blah. Weld it, done. So, in the center right there, well, it's probably closer to here, there's a brace, bolts to the fender, bolts to the back fender. It's good to go. But, as you can see, there's a lot more to do. I hope by Wednesday or Thursday, we can have our second layer of primer on it. But in order to get the second layer of primer on it, we literally have to 180 block sand this entire truck after we fix all the dents and dings and blemishes. Since this just went on, this takes 24 hours to dry. That's your high, was it high build? Or is it high solids? Let's see here. High solids primer. Don't look at that. Don't look at the name. This is a cheap brand. I would definitely get like Tamco or something because they're way better. But this is direct to metal high solids primer. It's high build. Activator, and a tiny bit of reducer, and it's good to go. But I am rambling now, probably because I'm a tad bit wasted from painting. Not tad bit, but I'm just joking about that. You can see the hood. See, when you get on it, you start seeing all them circles. Like, you can't even see anything there. Look, you can't see nothing. It looks perfect. But us, we're here, we use lights, different angles, shows dents. We have to fix them. Have to fix them. But I am done rambling now. I'm going to sit down and take a break for a minute because I'm starting to get a busting headache. And let the sanding marathon begin.